Tonight, it was Hell Week at the Capitol. Dozens of bills affecting your lives got an up or down vote during a frantic final week to get their first hearing.
12 News journalist Brahm Resnik joins us now with 3 bills to keep your eye on, including one lawmaker's plan to derail the proposed Amtrak line to Tucson.
And Mark, so many bills to choose from this past week. That Amtrak connection is one of 3 that might hit home.
Tamales really do bring people together. A new improved tamale bill was passed unanimously by the House. It allows for street sales of food made in the home. Now it's on to the Senate. Republicans and Democrats compromised on changes to the bill after Governor Hobbs vetoed it last year. Street sales of food help pay the bills for many Arizonans. The new legislation addresses concerns about food safety. It feels like 2020 all over again. Some Republicans claim the GOP-controlled legislature can declare Donald Trump the winner of Arizona's 11 electors in the 2024 presidential election without bothering to count your votes. That was the text of a resolution that was sidetracked this week amid a flood of bills, but it could come back later in the session. Republican State Senator Jake Hoffman of Queen Creek says you're being taken for a ride.
Democrats have this weird idea of going back like 100 years in technology as somehow the answer to, commute issues.
Hoffman wants to derail the proposed Phoenix to Tucson Amtrak connection by barring the Department of Transportation from supporting it in any way.
The reality is that people love automobiles.
And so does Hoffman. If he doesn't get his way, Hoffman's threatening to clamp down on the Department of Transportation, which builds the roads for the cars that he says people love.
And Senator Hoffman has a stack of other conditions that need to be satisfied in order for the Department of Transportation to keep the doors open after the end of June.
Well, what else does he oppose?
He opposes a lot of things. A lot of it is just ideological, anything to do with clean air, anything that gets in the way of highways. There's all kinds of things ideological. I have to add that this rail line, the Amtrak rail line, would actually run through his district, a reminder of something Republicans really don't like, including, if you remember, they canceled a rail line that was supposed to go right past the Capitol. Totally opposed to anything that involves commuting. It's all about the car, freedom. And there is an economic case to be made. Will the Amtrak line be profitable? Does light rail make money? Well, no, it doesn't.
Well, it works in other cities. I don't know if it would work here, but it does work well in other cities.
It does work, and we know from having done stories on it, the Amtrak line, the idea of it is very popular.
Yeah. All right, Brahm, thank you.
Sure thing.